welcome in. My name is Dr. Neck and Spine Professional Person. I'll be taking care of you today, getting your assessment done, seeing what we can do to help you out. I've got it in your chart here that you are experiencing some neck pain. Is that correct? Okay, well, I am sorry to hear that. Let me just, about how long has that been going on for you? If I could get my my writing utensil. Here we go, open. I immediately marked my finger, that's fine. About how long has that been going on for you, you said? Okay. And was there any particular onset that you could think of? Just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Do you mind if I do a visual assessment as we talk? I don't want you to feel like I'm being rude if I'm not. Lovely, thank you. Okay, so you said there was... And just peeking over here, I'm gonna move your hair just out of my way there, yep. Just like that, thank you. And then I'm just gonna move this. I am so sorry, I just realized I was touching your person without gloves on. Forgive me, excuse me one moment here. For what it's worth, I sanitize between every patient, but you know, it's safety first and all of that. Okay, so you were saying it's not really particular. Happens to both sides. Okay, and is there anything you do physically, or can you think of anything in particular that onsets a more extreme version of the pain you experience? Okay, alright. And we're back. Okay, we just sweep hair to the side there for us. Okay, so you said... Okay, so it's been going on for about that long. And then it was no particular. Are there any movements you find yourself doing that cause it to be different in the kind of pain that you tend to experience? Okay. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and move your arm like that for me. Okay. And the other. Yeah, let me just... Okay, let me... Okay, just draw a little diagram of you here, and it was there, and then, okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, are you okay if I come in and kind of palpate around your neck, feel muscles, feel for any tension, any lumps, any bumps, that kind of thing? Perfect. I'd be a little concerned if you said no, considering you came here to be evaluated, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I'm just going to come in really close here and just kind of run my hand down your neck, just down your neck like that, and see And this isn't causing any pain, right? Okay, good. That's good. That's what I like to hear. Okay. Hold very still for me if you could. Okay, I'm going to put my hands on your shoulders here. Okay. And then I'm going to place this hand on the front of your chest here and reach this arm around back and just kind of try to push you forward. Resist me. Okay. Alright. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna come to the side of you here. And I'll let you know where I'm at. That way you know precisely, what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I'll be a little uncomfortable with my presence behind you. And again, I'm just palpating the area to see if there's any bumps so I can find any. Okay. Alright. Now you're doing wonderful. Okay, come to the other side of you. And again, just checking. Anything out of the ordinary that I don't like. There's a lot of tension, that's for sure. No wonder you've been experiencing pain. And I'm just going to get some taps down. See how your body reacts to that. And none of this is causing any pain, right? Okay. Okay. And then if you're okay with it, I would like to manipulate your neck a little bit just to see how it moves and where it might pull. Okay, lovely. So I'm just going to gently take your head in my hand there. I just want to make sure that you're nice and comfortable. Are you comfortable there? Okay, good. Now I'm just going to gently, just like that. Okay. That okay? Alright, and then just like that. And then I'm gonna gently, just give it a good stretch. And take a look at that tendon. Okay. And then I don't see any sign of discomfort on your face. Normal amount of pain for those. Okay, and I'm gonna tilt you down a little bit. Yeah. And how does that feel on the back of your neck there? Does that cause any extra discomfort? Okay, and then tilt you up a bit. Just. How about up on this side? Does that? Okay. And then I'll just I'm just taking a look at your skull too as I do this. Making sure that, I can't see your heartbeat pulsing suddenly in any location. Okay, well, it's nothing, terribly concerning. And I'm so sorry, remind me, what did you say you suspected again as far as the main culprit? Okay, so you think the main culprit is is that when your friend said, "Look, cows," as you were driving, you looked a little too hard? No, I'm not judging. I have the utmost respect for a fellow cow enthusiast. Completely understand. I don't. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the primary issue here, actually. So, since that's not the primary issue, I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm gonna go behind you, and kind of press my hands along your spine. Give a good feel around there. Are you okay with that? Okay, so you're gonna hear me behind you for a second. Okay. And then I'm just patting along on the vertebrae. Yes, thank you for standing so still for me. It's very, very complicated. You'll get wiggly. You are very tense, I do have to admit. Okay. You would consider this to be a normal level of tension for you, nothing out of the ordinary there. Okay. And was this normal? Like, this was your steady state before you started getting... Okay. I have some suspicions, but give me 1 second here. So I've got this lovely diagram here that we're going to be using to show you today where all of your issues are at. And we've got disorders of the spine here. Unfortunately, I don't think any of your disorders are on here, actually. Yeah. This is listing them as, degenerative diseases, some spondylitis, some osteoporosis, fractures, which I don't think you'd be presenting as, upright and not screaming in pain, if any of these were the thing. Okay, so, this is saying that these are some of the causes. You've got narrowing of the spinal cord, injury, the spinal nerve roots here, fracture and misalignment, which, as we've established, I don't think is the problem for you. I think you're okay on that. Again, degenerative disease of the spine. There's nothing that runs in your family. I didn't see that in your chart unless you forgot to report it. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that, both for your sake and your family's there. Okay, and injury, arthritis. I didn't see any... You're a little young for arthritis to be presenting. So if it was arthritis, I'd be a little concerned. But I've seen it occur in all ages, so it's something to take into consideration. But I don't think that's it. Stretching or tearing the ligaments or the muscles, but that tends to come with an event, which again you didn't present with. Bulging or herniation of the discs. I don't think that's you. I didn't feel anything weird like that. Tumors. That way we need to get a CT scan for, but you're not presenting with anything. that makes me think tumor. Actually, you're presenting with something that's quite common these days, thankfully and unthankfully. So, here's just a really good image of the spine. You know, you've got the cervical, these guys, the lumbar, the sacrum. You know, make up your spine. Make your spine what it is. It's been a while since I was in, professional spine person school, so I'm not going to try to pronounce everything on this sheet. In your spine right now, okay, you've got just tension throughout the whole thing. It's not just up here. No, it's not just in these C's. It's not just in these T's. It's also in the L's. It's just anywhere you see a bone or a ligament or a tendon on, just this whole thing, you're presenting with tension. So, any questions on that so far? No questions there. That's great. Let me, yeah. Thankfully you don't look like that guy yet. Keep it up, you might. I have seen this. It'll be less like this guy, more like, this guy, but that's also more with like the whole. So I'm gonna put this down. Okay, so, like I was saying, this is a very common thing that we're seeing right now. That you're presenting with. Extremely common. Shockingly common even. Just get your chart out here. I'm just gonna write my findings. So just the entire spine. Just the whole freaking spine. That is in fact a medical term, the whole freaking spine. It can also be used to say the whole freaking thing. If it's not your spine, like if it's your spine on your neck, then, Okay, well the reason I'm addressing your spine to address your neck is because it's shooting the tension up into your neck and shoulders, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, are about 2 inches higher than where they should be sitting at. You're really locked in there, Can you sense that? You had no idea that your shoulders were up in your ears. Okay. How about this? Just take a breath with me. There. Okay, take another, and then this time as we take it, drop the shoulders. Drop. Alright, one more. We tried. We got you down about 1/2 inch, so if you keep that up, you should be able to get them back down to where they belong. So, let me get my prescription pad. You are suffering from a case of TWIOF. Yes, this is my prescription pad. Otherwise known as the world is on fire. And essentially what that means is simply there's a lot going on right now, and your sweet little angel brain is not meant to take all this in. But it has to, and that kind of sucks. So, your body's trying to hold the general weight of the world being on fire for you, And as you can imagine, it's not really doing a good job because it's not meant to do that. So. Your shoulders are about 2 inches too high. Well, 1.5 inches now. We got it down a bit. Because you're just constantly stressed and constantly wondering what the heck's going to happen next. And because you can't predict what's going to happen next, that doesn't go away. Same thing with the shoulders and the neck and the spine. Everything's just real tense and worked up. So what I'm going to do for you, because I do not have a fire extinguisher big enough for the whole globe, I do have a prescription pad, and with my prescription pad, I can write you a script for muscle relaxers. Not addicting. I have a special kind that I write scripts for. There's that for you. Yeah, take that to your nearest pharmacy, whatever, and they should be able to provide those to you. If they are out, because I've had to describe a lot of these lately. If they are out, there's a guy that lives behind the Walmart. They can get you some. The Walmart off of, I think it's 56th. Yeah. Go to him. Oh, I mean, if you start with him, actually, it doesn't have to go through insurance, which it's up to you. But any questions? No, unfortunately, there's no cure for the world is on fire. There's some pamphlets, actually, out front. I'll make sure my nurses get them to you. The pamphlets go over things like stretching, breathing exercises, not doom scrolling on too many social media apps, a good number of therapists. They also go over, touching grass, taking a walk. Yeah, that whole, hot girl, take a walk without any earbuds or anything, and we invented that. Yeah, that was us. We're real proud of that. So, yeah, no cure. Just a lot of coping mechanisms. But take a deep breath. Okay. You got this. It's not all on fire. There's some good stuff. There's cows. That's important. Think of the cows. Yeah. Think of the good people. All right. Well, I will leave you with that prescription, and hopefully it helps you find some tension relief.